Morning. So Rambler and I are down here at the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, or the Appalachian Trail Visitor Center, and we're getting some information on workarounds because they're experiencing record high rain, and with that is coming record high stream and river flow. So, to put it in context, one of the rivers has blown the record out of the water by 3 times. They say anything over 200 is basically dangerous to cross. And I know I'm using random numbers here, but I don't know the units that they're talking about. Probably liters or gallons or something per second. I don't know. Anyway, I wonder what that unit would be. It would have to be, there would have to be a cross section. So some sort of, per square meter. I don't know. Anyway, so 200 is bad, and things are about at 1,000. So you saw the rain. Maybe you saw the rain. I don't know if I took any videos. I mean, at one point it was just like a fire hose on me, and that was for at least 2 or 3 hours. So things are pretty insane. The thing that I don't like about it, the thing that's kind of rubbing me wrong, is that a lot of these we have to make the decision ahead of time. We can't just go up to the river and then figure out if it's passable. It would really make all the days really long. So today it actually looks like we're doing mostly road walking. We're basically going to take a road and skip like 14 miles of the Appalachian Trail to avoid about 3 crossings. Now that's for today because of how much rain there was yesterday and how high the waters are. Tomorrow will be a little bit different. We'll make a better decision depending on how much it rains tonight and today, and then go from there. The idea is to get home, right? The other thing that makes me feel a little bit better about it is that it's the ATC telling us you might want to do this instead of walk the trail. So anyway, my mood is okay today. It's a little bit all over the place, a little anxious, going into the 100-mile wilderness and getting ready to finish up. But I'm going to be doing it with somebody, which really makes me feel good. So I'll talk to you guys later. We're going to get on with getting packed up and getting out of here. So yeah, just picking up where we left off. Yeah, I mean, part of me is like, well, I'm not really doing the 100-mile wilderness. I mean, it's like 14 miles out of, And the other thing is I'm being told that this is actually the old route of the AT. So retro blazing, I think is what they call it. Yeah, so how's my mood? I kind of touched on this. Just, a lot of anxiety. Well, not a lot. I have some anxiety, some excitement, with the weather and being close to home and all that stuff. It's a lot to process. And, but again, luckily I'm actually going to go into this section with somebody for the first 3 days. I think day 4, I'm planning on a big day so that I can get home just one day quicker. Plus I think food wise, I've got 6 days worth of food. So that's getting there and, one extra day of food just in case something doesn't work out the way I want. I got to be really good about power management because I don't think I'm gonna have any opportunities to charge. I think maybe at day 5, I might have an opportunity to charge. So no listening to music. One thing I've been doing is I've been having my watch off, and if you hit the crown, it'll just show you the time. So I think with that, I should definitely easily get 5 days, and I'll leave my phone on. Yeah, low power and the other one, airplane mode. So, yeah, I'm just about all packed up. I'm going to charge my phone just a little bit more just to get it to 100% and then switch everything over just to start with the best that I can. But this is the decision that we have made today to do the road walk. So yeah, I also feel guilty because I'm not going to be walking through mud. Isn't that crazy? But I think having one day of just not walking through mud all day would be great. Also, I did get my new kicks. I don't know if I showed you those. Let me show you those. Here's my new Ultras. The tread is super different. I mean, the shape is still the same, but yeah. Oh, High Fly, where'd you come from? They feel a little bit different too. I'm hoping that doesn't become an issue, but yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna get on with it. I'll talk to you guys soon. So we're just trying to look for some sort of frame of reference, and we're looking at the grass that's underwater to get some idea of how deep this is compared to what it normally would be. So my heels and my hamstrings on my right side, heels on both sides, hamstrings on the right side, are just speaking to me. I swear, as I get closer, it's like that ending scene in Truman Show. Just start ramping it up. So I just stopped and took some Advil. I hadn't taken it a couple days, you know, trying to not take it. And yesterday I felt really good. And maybe that's why, you know, the combination of like really putting it in yesterday. Like I wasn't like going for it, but I was making really good time and felt pretty strong. I felt like my body was telling me I needed to zero, but I didn't want to listen. So it might mean that instead of trying to do this in 5 days, I might try to do it in 6. But we'll see how I feel. The shelter's not too far away, and it's going to be a really early day. When I get to the shelter, I could do some stretches if there's room. I'm probably sleeping in the shelter tonight. I don't feel like setting up if I don't have to. If I can keep my tarp isn't super dry right now, but it's not so wet that it's heavy. So maybe. Anyway. So to add to it, right now in about 1.5 miles, a little bit more than a mile, I have to go up over a mountain. Then I'm about halfway up. There's kind of a plateau, and then you go back up. And I just heard thunder. I'm pretty sure it was thunder. There was also logging around here, so I don't know if there's something big that could make that sound. This sounded a lot like thunder, like, to me. So now, on top of my legs not cooperating and hurting, I might have to start racing a storm.